Hello my gorgeous angels, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and welcome to my channel. So today's video is something that I look forward to doing literally every single month. Generally, no exaggeration, it's my favourite day of the month, and that is when I get to meet up with some of my best friends and we swap the books that we've been reading the past month or so, which I don't think I've seen them now for about 4 or 5 weeks, which means we have a big stack of books where I'm going to give these to my two friends, Liana and Jade, and we'll discuss them and then they'll give me some books back. And it's generally just, I say it all the time, it's the best thing ever because they'll introduce me to books that I have either never heard of or would never pick up or would never buy. Maybe I'd look at it and think, okay, maybe. Or just sometimes there are books that I would literally just think, absolutely not. Which we do have a few of them in here, so I'm excited. So this is almost like a little wrap up of what I have read in the past 5 weeks, and then we'll go to our girls' night and then I'll show you all the books that I get back from them. So it's actually currently Tuesday. I see the girls on Thursday, but tomorrow night I'm really busy, and then I'll go to the girls straight after work. I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We've not confirmed our plans. But once I got a minute, it's currently 10:30 as well at night, so like, please bear that in mind with my appearance. That is why I look like I've been absolutely dragged through a hedge. But yeah, let's get started with the books that I have read recently and whether I would rate them, recommend them, etc. So, first off, we have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I was so excited about this one. I have wanted to get hold of it for ages, and then it was in the Amazon sale for like £3.33, which is just insane. I took it on holiday. There is actually still sand in the cracks, which you can see because when you like hold the book up like that, like it's bubbling there. But I wanted to love it. I wanted to desperately love it. This, I'm going to say confidently, after reading this, I've realised I've never read a young adult book before and I hated it. I hated the young adult aspect of it. I'm a girly who basically bathes herself in anti-wrinkle cream at this point. I'm 27 years of age. I've said this before on my TikTok, like Netflix, like cheesy, The Summer I Turned... Oh, no, actually, I take that. The Summer I Turned Pretty, quite frankly, it's my core. Now, at 27, I absolutely live for it. I breathe for it. Team Conrad, to the day I die. But the likes of The Kissing Booth and To All the Boys I'd Loved Before, back in the day, they were my creme de la creme. However, now, I think if I rewatch them, I would still enjoy them. I don't even know. I'd still enjoy them, but if I was watching them for the first time, I would hate them. I'd find them so... I would have nothing in common with them. I would literally just sit there and think, like, this is so unrelatable to my life. That is how I felt reading Better Than the Movies. Like, the main character in it, what was her name? Liz, I wanted to shake you. Like, you were so immature. Was I that immature at, like, 6? Another thing that really annoys me with some American books is they just say the year that they're in, like, school or college. Like, we're not all American. Like, please just tell me your age. Like, just simply 14, 15, not grade school, whatever. I don't know what that means. I know I could just Google it, but listen, I'm lazy. I'm a lazy girl. I want the facts right there. I want the facts plain and simple in front of me. So basically, the premises of the story is Liz and her next door neighbour Wes, they don't get on. They've always had this, like, bicker, like, play pranks kind of things on each other. And then Liz's previous crush, childhood crush, moves back home, and obviously Wes is friends with him, so basically it's kind of like fake dating, and he's trying to get her involved with the college, but no, it's not college crush. Why don't, because I only read college, her childhood crush. However, obviously they're gonna fall for each other, and yeah, it's basically the duff. I'm gonna be quite honest, if I wasn't on holiday I probably would have DNF'd it. It's made me realise, like, this is just not my kind of vibe, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. I'll stick to my smut books. I will stick to my smut books. But the plot, like, I didn't have anything against the plot. It was just more the execution, and yeah. I said what I said. The next book that we have is Hannah Bowen Young, Out of the Woods. So, Hannah Bowen Young is without a doubt one of my top 5 favourite authors. Like, I'm obsessed with her. I'm in love with her. I don't know how she does it. Her characters are so relatable. They're so realistic. I feel like I've gone through whatever the character is experiencing, even though the fact that the 3 books that she has, one of them is adopting her baby sister. The other one is accidental pregnancy. This is marriage on the rocks. I have never given birth. I have never been married. And I've never adopted my sister. So tell me how I relate so much to these characters. Like, I don't know. She just makes it seem so realistic. This is Marriage on the Rocks. So it's the second book to Out on a Limb, which is the accidental pregnancy book. And we see these characters in Out of a Limb. However, now their life isn't working. I really enjoyed this book, but my least favourite trope is when the characters have already met. But listen, Hannah Bowen Young, she's never going to write a bad book. Like, even when I enjoyed the book and it's my least favourite tropes, that's when it says something. That's when you know it's good. I feel like it was more... I actually almost took this as relationship therapy. Like, it made me realise some things that I do in my relationship that I definitely shouldn't do, or things that my boyfriend does in the relationship that I definitely shouldn't do. I took this as the Bible. I took this as a relationship Bible, and yeah, I found it really interesting as someone who is in their late 20s, who has only ever been with the same person, which is kind of what their couple is here. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I'd recommend anything by Hannah Bowen Young. And then we have my first fantasy book, which I've actually done a vlog on this, Fourth Wing. I have never read a fantasy book before, so Jade gave me this and I loved it. I absolutely devoured Fourth Wing. I could not get enough of it. For anyone who doesn't actually, I mean, everyone's heard of Fourth Wing, I'm sure, but I still wasn't familiar with what it was about. Basically, there's this magical kingdom far, far away. I imagine it to be like a Harry Potter kind of setup. Harry Potter meets Hunger Games. It's like a college. This is how I'm visualising it. It's like a college, and you are either a dragon rider or you're a scribe. If you're a dragon rider, you either die in the process of training to be a dragon rider or you qualify, and that is the plot. There is also romance in it, which I feel like people don't discuss, and I just honestly, I could not get enough of it. My jaw was on the floor at some point. I was kicking my legs screaming. It was so good. However, 5-star read, by the way. I then tackled this chunky bad boy that needs to go on a summer diet, which is Iron Flame, which is the next book in the series. I have got to page 152 and immediately put it down. I could not get into it. I had no clue what was happening. It felt so overwhelming, so overstimulating. I didn't want to pick the book up. Like, I found that whole week when I was reading this, I was not reaching towards a book, which that for me is my happy place. When I'm going to put something on the telly instead of reading my book, I'm not even going to enjoy what's on the telly, which means I'm not escaping from like my everyday world, which I desperately need to escape from. So yeah, I actually had to... I want to say, I was going to originally say I'm just placing it on the side, but like, honestly, my mind's almost forgot about it. Like, will I ever actually re-pick this up again? I really don't know. You guys need to tell me. I think the hardest bit is this book is like 700 and something pages long. Like, I can't just breeze through it and be like, oh, it's okay, I can read it really fast. I'm a slow reader. 700 pages, that is insane. Like, I can't just power through that in my mind. So yeah, I don't know what to say on that other than I'm really sorry. The 150 pages that I did read, I didn't enjoy. Now, the next thing, which has taken up the bulk of my reading the past 5 weeks, has been the Maggie Gates Bowfront Poker Club series. I have devoured it. It's been my life, and it has been on quite a lot of my reading vlogs for the past few weeks. So if you want to know more about them, check it out, but I'll go through each book. So the whole series is based around a friendship group where they live on a very sleepy coastal small town kind of setup, and the friendship group is mixed boys and girls, which I have really enjoyed, in their late 20s, early 30s. So the first book is about Maddie and Luca, where Maddie is a chef and she goes to LA and she's doing this like a cooking competition, and she has this like a wonderful date night with someone, and then realizes the next day that he's actually the celebrity chef on the cooking show who she actually can't stand this celebrity. So yeah, that is really good. Sorry if my camera angle's just slightly changed. I've just run out of storage, so I've had to delete a few things. So book 2 is about Steve and Erica. Steve is actually a widow, which we find out in book 1. It's not a surprise at all, and it's his journey of finding love again. However, he finds love again with another widow. Like, it's just the most heart-wrenching but like this book could have gone on forever because I just wanted to see both of them in their happiness. They deserved to be happiness. It wasn't like, even though it was a sad book, it wasn't like do you know what I mean? It had elements of sadness, but it wasn't a sad book because they had the happy ever after. Because the trauma that both of them went through, you get to see the guilt that they feel for falling in love again. It's so good, unlike anything that I've ever read before, and generally one of my favourite books of the year, like without a shadow of a doubt. I didn't think I'd love this kind of book, but I fell head over heels. Like I could not get enough. The next book was Hannah Jane and Isaac's, which I wasn't massive on. That is because he was basically like, how was it even go, this one? This one I actually wasn't massive on. Basically, they have a one night stand and then they have this like friends with benefits kind of agreement. I've never really read a friends, well, they weren't friends because they actually disliked each other, but I'd never really read like a friends with benefits kind of book before, and I didn't like the lack of tension that the book has. Like, if you literally get shebanging by chapter 3, like, I'm done. Like, I'm sorry, what else is there me to read for? Like, I don't get it. He was very much a bachelorette, and I disagree massively with what he did in the third act breakup. So yeah, I wasn't massive on this one, but still, like, in every single series, they're not all going to be 4 to 5 stars, are they? Let's be real. And then the next one is In Spades, which is book 4. This is Kristen and Will's book, and I adored Kristen's and Will's book. Kristen has custody of her 4 younger siblings. She has had life hard. She works as a maid, and unfortunately the hotel that she works for has been bought out, so she's like all panicking about a job, stress, a life is so difficult. She's literally the definition of the TikTok trend, a single mom who works 2 jobs. That's Kristen. And Income, Will, who is actually playing like undercover boss. It's so goddamn good. It's all about their interactions every single day when they're in the hotel, and she's turning out his hotel bedroom. It's incredible. He's a billionaire. Couldn't recommend it enough. And then the next one, which is not in my cards, this is Melissa and Jason's story. It is best friend's brother, and I want to say like second chance romance, but it's not second chance romance. Basically, Jason always used to fancy Mel when he was younger because they were next door neighbours, and then he went off to the military for 20 years. They've not spoken for 20 years, and yeah, they come back and fall in love. But there is a darker theme to this. So throughout this whole series, there's 2 friends, Chase and Bridget, who is Jason's, oh my god, there's like a full triangle here, who's Jason's sister. So there is definitely a darker theme into this. So Chase and Bridget, which is the last book, throughout the whole series, you are thinking, why aren't they together? It's friends to lovers. You see their life where they might flirt a little bit, but then they'll both get into different relationships, and you're constantly thinking, why aren't they together? The next book, Chase and Bridget, heavily kind of feature in this book. I feel like this book is massively just leading on to the last book, which I'm currently reading. I'm desperately trying to finish this before I see the girls. I've got 200 pages left. No, I've got 100 pages left. Everyone says this is by far the best book in the series. I think I'm actually going to put it as number 2. I don't want to spoil it because it's the whole build-up, so it's not much I can say other than Bridget is going through some stuff. She's gone through some trauma. She's trying to heal from things that have happened. She is living what a life she has lived in the past few years. Her life is an absolute train wreck thing. She's just had an absolutely horrible time. There's quite a lot of talk about mental health in it. It's really good. It's something that I've read a few books that cover this kind of topic without telling you what the topic is, but this is the most in-depth it's ever gone into it, and I'm really enjoying it. But hopefully I'll get this finished and I'll be able to fill you guys in more of my full review on that once that is done by Thursday. So yeah, these are all the books that the girls are going to be getting off me, which, oh my god, we've got plenty. We've got absolutely plenty to be taken. I'm going to have to take a big tote bag to fit all these in. But yeah, stay tuned for girls' night and stay tuned for what books I get to bring back from the girls. Girls, I'm so excited. It's Thursday, which means it's girls' night. I cannot wait. We're going round to Liana's house. I'm just about to go and get the pizzas from Asda, and I've literally just this second finished Betting Man by Maggie Gates. I literally did pretty much skim read the last 30 pages or so because I wanted to get it finished so I could give it to the girls. I have loved this book. I'm going to give it a 4-star. I'm going to be completely honest though, this would have been a 5-star if I didn't have to rush it. Like, I feel like I've been so busy this week that I've read it like 30 pages here, 40 pages here, 20 pages here. Like, I've not been able to sit down and just simply absolutely devour it. If I did, would have definitely been a 5-star read. But yeah, I'm excited. So let's go to girls' night. Look at that. Absolutely glorious. I've got 4 pizzas and these cookies are the best things ever. Oh, also I've got garlic aioli deep down hidden in the bag because you can't have pizza without garlic dip. We are back. We are back in business. We had such a lovely night at girls' night, but I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be truthful. It's a few days later. I have not filmed this video because I have been suckered and invested in Rewind It Back, which I've literally just finished. So it is currently 11 p.m. at night time when I'm recording this on a school night. I know, she's crazy. She's a crazy woman. But yeah, I've actually posted a full vlog of me reading this, which will be up now if you want to go and check that out. But to the main event. The reason why I did do that is because I wanted to finish this book before my friend Liana went on holiday because she wants to read this on holiday, so I wanted to like kind of read it really fast. So these are the books that I got off my friends. I want to say there are some in here that I am so generally so excited to read, like I cannot even tell you. So the first one we have is Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams. This is the 3rd one. What is that series called? I don't know what the series is called. It's the When in Rome series. There's When in Rome and then there's like Practice Makes Perfect. I'm obsessed. Like, that series generally has me in a chokehold and I rate it so highly. I actually really rate Sarah Adams really highly. Like, I feel like all of her books would actually be 5 stars if she wrote Spice. I said what I said, and I know everyone's going to say, like, oh, Georgia, not every single book needs spice, but Sarah Adams is so good at building the tension. Like, I can't even tell you how good she is at writing it, and then we just get when I want her. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm so excited about this one. I can't wait to read it, and I've heard nothing but great things about it, because I feel like she's been featured in a lot of the reading vlogs that I've been reading on YouTube at the minute, so I'm excited for that one. Now, This is, I'm a bit nervous. We have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Now, my friends are literally obsessed with Ali Hazelwood, and she is just an author that I've never really got on board with, but I say that as I like fully because I've only ever read one Ali Hazelwood book, and I can't remember what it was called, and everyone said that is not the book. Like, that is not the book where to start, because literally I know every Tom, Dick and Harry just absolutely loves her. So my friends was like, this feels a bit more up your street, you need to give it a go, you need to try her. So I took the book, Deep End. I think they said it was about a diver and something else, maybe a diver and a lifeguard. I'm not 100% sure on that, so please don't quote me. I read Love on the Brain. I think it was Love on the Brain. I think that's what I read. Yeah, but they all said amazing things, and I think it was, I want to say Jade actually said it was a favourite book. Don't quote me, Jade, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if I lied, but I'm sure she said this is a favourite Ali Hazelwood book. Then we also have a book that I'm so excited to read, and I'm going to read this one next because Liana also wants to take this on a holiday. So that is Abby Jimenza. I'm so sorry if I said her name wrong as well. I would normally research before I do this video, but I literally just, it's 11 p.m. at night. Say You'll Remember Me. I'm obsessed with Ali Hazelwood. What is wrong with me? I am obsessed with Abby Jimenza. Like, her books are so good. What's the second book in this series? Yours Truly. Yours Truly is without a doubt one of my favourite books of all times. It's so good. There's something so real about the characters in her book sometimes, and I don't know, I feel like she just writes things that are very different. I asked my friend Jade, whose this book is, what the trope was, and she was like, I actually can't really tell you because I feel like it's different to anything that we've ever read before, and that made me so excited. So yeah, I'm actually going to read this like next, I think. And then we have Crossed, which is a Never After novel. I have read one book of this, and it's like, she doesn't say it's a retelling. What does she say it is? How does she describe it? I don't know whether she describes it in... It's a dark contemporary romance. It is a fractured fairy tale, not fantasy or not literature retelling. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read, you will not find this in these pages. So they basically, I know it says it's not a retelling, it's a fractured fairy tale, but they are based off fairy tales that exist. So the one that I read was Hooked, which was based off Captain Hook. I'm not sure what this one is about, but I did really enjoy it, and I don't know why I've never gone to pick any of the other ones in the series up. So maybe this will prompt me to read the other books now, because I feel like a dark romance is something that I definitely want to venture more into and try and read more different things. And then these are all returns. So these are all the books that I have given to them and they've given me back. So we have The Filthy Rich Vampire, the first and second book. I need to actually get around to reading the third one, but I don't know why I haven't. The first one for me was an absolute 5-star read. I absolutely loved it. And then this one dropped off. I feel like this is really good to try and get into fantasy. This is, before I read Fourth Wing, this is the only kind of thing that I'd read. And yeah, it's... if I remember rightly, it's forbidden romance. He's a vampire and she's a human, and it was very good. The next one I have is The Summer I Saved You, which Liana has been reading. This is really good. If you like the likes of Emily Henry, I think you'll really like this series. It's in the works, it's in the 3 for £6 section, and it's summer, but it's all quite, I'd say, more heavy kind of books, but they are really good, and they are like very real human characters, which is kind of what makes me think of Emily Henry when I think of these books. But yeah, I do enjoy them, and they're good, quick, fast, easy reads. Then the next one is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. I'm just obsessed with this whole entire series. Lila Sage, I adore you. Like, I absolutely adore you. You're just everything. And then the last book is Better Than the Movies, which I obviously took to give to the girls, but Liana was like, no, I don't think I want to read this. We're all trying to prioritise reading 5-star books at the moment, or just reading like really good reads, like instead of reading filler books. So yeah, she was like, I'm not going to take it because I don't think I'm going to read it, and if I do think I'm going to read it, I probably aren't going to rate it that high. So yeah, that is what Liana gave back as well. So that is all the books that I have got booked for my book swap. Please let me know if there's any of these that like I should be really excited about, because obviously I've not read those 4. I'm so excited for them too, like so beyond excited. But yeah, let me know what your favourite book is that you've been reading the past few weeks, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, but thank you for watching as always. Goodbye.